In a dusty corner of an old tar shack where the wind whispers secrets to the oak trees back, there lies a cracked frame stained with the time, held a picture of you in the bright sunshine. On that creaky porch where we used to sway, every sunset painted feelings words couldn't say. Oh, that cracked frame called my name. Echoes of your voice set the night aflame, reaching through years, through the wild and tame. Every broken glass piece cries your name. The trails we walk now overgrow gravel roads where the silence of the snow, where once laughter danced on the evening air, now just the shadows of empty chairs. The scarf you left still smells like rain, a token of love and a token of pain. Oh, that cracked frame called my name. Echoes of your voice set the night aflame. Under starlit skies, nothing remains the same. Every broken glass piece cries your name. These wandering trails, they never end, like the memory of you around each bend. A cowboy's heart wanders, but yours still stays in the whispers of the wind through the oak tree's gaze. Yes, that cracked frame called my name in the quiet town where my heart lays claim. With every setting sun, I feel the weight of love that's gone, but the longing won't abate. Oh, that cracked frame, oh, how it cried your name. In this lonesome life, nothing burns quite the same. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, there's a cabin with its door swung wide, ghost of your scarf left behind. We watch the sun kiss the mountains, and on that porch our hearts we'd mend. But now the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Gravel roads where our dreams took flight, underneath that vast starlight. Your sweet voice in the evening chill, now just a silence time won't fill. These wandering boots scuff lonesome tracks through quiet towns that can't bring you back. And the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Now every raindrop writes your name across my dusty window pane. In every storm and each twilight, I search for you in the fading light. Still the wind whispers through an empty room, where our love's dust settles in the gloom. And as trails vanish in sunset's red, I hold on to memories that even an empty bed forgot. As the sun dips low and shadows stretch, this cowboy sings heart open, forever etched. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette against the sun's dying embers. That old wooden porch creaked beneath her bare feet as the wind played with the scarf that danced around her slender neck. Ghost cries on the prairie whisper through the sage, haunting this old heart as I ride through another age. Every mile I travel, every storm I brave, her love's a shadow fading in the twilight of an empty grave. Years have turned the leaves from green to dust. That cabin stands alone, boards warped by wind's harsh trust. Where laughter once filled the cooling summer air, now only silence answers the creak of that old rocking chair. Ghost cries on the prairie echo across the plains, her voice drifts over fields that once bloomed with golden grains. Every star that flickers, reflecting in my tear, is a memory of a love lost, whispering on the frontier. Vast expanse of endless indigo, I reckon every step I take is one more I let her go. But her scent in the rain, her touch in the wind's embrace, tells me that this cowboy's heart will forever be her place. Ghost cries on the prairie, sing a lonesome tune, like the howl of the night wolves under a waning crescent moon. Yet in every setting sun, down every gravel trail, her essence rides beside me, eternal as an old folk's tale. her love's a story etched upon the dust I write, a tale of a ghost who's never truly left my side. In the shadow of the mesa, the oak tree used to stand. I found her scarf, a faded red, buried by the sand, where we carved our names in bark, now worn so feebly etched. There's a silence through the canyon, like a heart when love is left. Oh, the thorn stood still on that dusty hill, under skies of fire we swore forever. But flames turned to ash, and the floods washed the past. Now I roam these lands alone, never tethered. Once there was laughter in the breeze, warmth within the cold. An old porch harbored secrets that young lovers boldly told. But the cabin stands empty, the door swings with no cause. Gravel roads once our future, now just trace our past applause. Oh, the thorn stood still on that barren hill. Through the rain they watched my leaving, her eyes like the storm, and her spirit the warmth. In the whispers of the wind I hear her grieving. I saddle up a sunset bleeds into the night. Every star a memory, each trail a faded light. The land holds tight to lovers gone, like roots cling to the dirt. My soul is found in Rome, and yet my curse is this earth. Yes, the thorn stood still while my restless will keeps me wandering through these quiet towns. With each setting sun I come undone in the wild lands where my heart was found. Oh, the thorn stood still, and I guess they always will. As the sunset fades, so too does her sound. Down by Harper's Creek, where the old oaks grow, we carved our names in the heart of a dusty road. The sunset threw gold across your hair. The world was ours and time just stared. But the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave, under a sky bleeding red melancholy dream. With my heart in your scarf, tied around your sleeve, you stayed with the oaks and the creek. Watch me leave. The rain has washed away our dusty road. The cabin's empty where our laughter once flowed. The old porch swings creak with ghosts of us riding the wind. Whispered stories turn to dust. Still the creek, you'd watch me leave. Oh, the creek, watch me leave. Under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. My heart left in that scar, now a tattered weed. You stayed with the oaks and the creek. Now our own gravel roads under moons quite siege. Each star a teardrop, the night sky silent grief. Love's like the river stone, smooth over time, but some edges cut deep in the creek's soft rhyme. Yes, the creek, watch me leave, whispering to the wind about love and thieves. In its waters my reflection briefly cleaves. Part of me stayed while the creek watched me leave, with the echoes of hoofbeats forever to grieve. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, it watched me leave. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, on a gravel road where our songs belong. The cabin creaks with your laughter's trace, in each corner a whisper in the wind, your face. Barefoot steps on the old porch wood, still hear the echoes where we once stood. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. The rivers have swollen with the rains of years. The saddle's worn where we conquered fears. A scarf you left fades under the sun, like the colors of a life that's come undone. The town's too quiet, the streets too bare, each corner moans the emptiness we share. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. And maybe the moon's too wise, knows why love has to pass, why shadows grow long, why nothing can last. But in the rustling leaves or in the cold midnight drafts, I find the strength in what was your love that still lasts. So I'll walk these dusty trails beneath the stars' eternal glow, letting go yet holding on to the only love I know. As the sun dips low, your memory in soft repose in the heart of the wind, where your barefoot steps froze. Oh, my heart rides the plains, and darling, it seems in every sunset's glow, you're with me in my dreams. In the town of Rye, beneath the old oak shade, I first saw her smile as the daylight began to fade. The wind whispers secrets like old friends in the dark, her laughter a melody stark against the lark. The porch creaks softly under our weathered boots, sharing tales and whiskey, roots tangled in pursuit. Sundown painted her face in hues of gold and red. In that quiet town, my restless heart was led. Oh, I stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rye stays, but her love had to go. Years have turned like pages, the oak now stands alone. Gravel roads less traveled, reclaimed by overgrown. Her scarf a faded memory in the dust it lies. The cabin empty, safe from my silent cries. The rains came and washed away the tracks we made, leaving only echoes of the promises we laid. Now the sunsets bleed into a horizon unmet in the heart of Rye, where my regrets are kept. Oh, Rye stays deep within my soul, where whispers of the wind try to console. The oak, the porch, her scarf caught in the breeze, like a lonesome song carried with ease. In my dreams she's dancing, forever aglow. Rye stays, but her love had to go. So here I wander, a shadow in the fading light, an old cowboy singing to the stars each night, holding on to a ghost in the dance of the past, wondering if memories are all that will last. Yes, Rye stays, where my heart beats slow, in the whispers of the pines, where the lost things go. The sun dips low, the night claims the sky, a cowboy alone, with his reasons why. She's a part of the land, a part of the woe. Rye stays in my soul, but I had to let her go. on the edge of quiet town. Neath the shadows of the oaks, she laughed while the porch swing danced to tunes we never spoke. That old scarf she left behind still dances in the wind, each thread a whispered memory of days that never end. Her goodbye died young on that gravel road where the sunset bleeds and the cold winds blow. I ride these trails along with the dust. Her laughter echoes in every speck of dust. The cabin stands empty where we once dreamed aloud. Windows stare blankly at the encroaching shroud. Our love, like the leather of my worn out saddle, grew weathered and faded, lost in the battle. Goodbye died young on that gravel road where the sunset bleeds and the cold rains flow. I trace old paths where her footsteps wane. Under the oak tree, only silence remains. Oh, the oak tree knows how long I've stood, roots deep in sorrow, misunderstood. The horizon calls with its fiery hue, but every fading light just brings me back to you. Her goodbye died young, but her spirit flies over wild lands beneath these aching skies. I'll carry her song, a soft and lonesome sound, in the heart of a cowboy where true love is bound. On that old porch swing, I'll sway till it's found. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, under skies that weave tales of azure and gold, there used to be laughter soft as a feather. Now there's just the echo of the stories we told by that old wooden porch where the creek sings its chorus. You danced under starlight, scarf catching the wind, but the night grew cold, oh so bold. The silence like frost began to descend, and silence burns in this heart of mine on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Years roll like the thunder across these plains, gravel roads worn down by boots and rain. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, just like the tears that once stormed from our eyes. Where did those promises ride off to? Lost like pebbles in the churn of time. Now only your scarf faded said, and now I see. It's in the quiet I find your trace, in the rustle of leaves, in the chill of the breeze, in the lonely spaces of this endless place. Silence burns, and I burn too, but in the ashes I find some peace. For every silence that whispers of you brings a bittersweet release. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by the gravel road where our hearts went strong, we carved our names in the old porch wood, under sky so vast, swore we always would. But the wind's got a way of wearing down stone, and the dust too thick where I now roam alone. The back road died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. I've seen rain wash the old tracks clear, and the saddles worn from those bold yesteryears. The echoes fade down Mustang Creek. No laughter floats, no whispers speak. Where we once danced, the shadows now fall, with nothing but silence for an old cowhand's call. Back road died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. If these boots could tread back through time, I'd find that dusty path where your hand slipped from mine. Maybe under that endless prairie sky, I'd tell you all the things I couldn't before goodbye. Back road died young, with our dreams left hung on a branch of that oak where our song was sung. Now every nightfall your absence I mourn, by the ghost of that back road where our love was born. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, where I'll always belong. In a sleepy hollow neath the shadow of an ancient oak, there a dandelion stood where we whispered words we never spoke. Your scarf still dances in my mind like it fluttered on that porch, while the setting sun painted gold our humble lonesome torch. Old dandelion fell apart just as seasons change the heart, petals drifting through the air like memories that start to tear. On gravel roads where dreams did part, there my soul's been left to chart. Through dusty trails and whispering winds, the love that ends where it begins. Years have worn the old paths bare and rusted out the gate, and the cabin by the creek lies silent. Oh, the hand of fate. No more laughter neath the willows, no more rain on window glass. Just an echo of your footsteps and the whispering of the grass. Oh, dandelion fell apart, just sprigs of heartache, sharp and tart, scattered by the weeping sky, like the tears I dare not cry. On dusty trails where dreams did dart, there my heart's been torn apart by fleeting love and wandering winds, the tale that ends where it begins. Sometimes I ride through dying light where shadows blend and mix. Wonder if those fields recall the beauty we couldn't fix. Each broken stem and scattered seed tells of love that couldn't last, like the echo of our laughter swallowed by the prairie vast. So dandelion fell apart beneath skies wide as our old heart, fading trails where lovers meet and whisper soft and bittersweet. Let them ride where memories start, let them heal this broken part. On lonesome winds that never end, the love that fades but won't pretend. In the quiet of the plains, where my heart forever remains, still the dandelion parts in the wild that binds our age. Out where the oak tree shadows lay by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house now just a shade, whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scars dance like wildflowers in breeze on the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas where laughter used to kindle and stow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night, shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight, her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost, memories in every dust swirled gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost, left with this ache, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path, cabin windows stare blank and wide, echoes of her wild loving laugh, now just shadows where silence by. Once we roamed through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the river's flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night, shotgun forgot, but I remember all. Each tender kiss, every fiery fight, her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past, under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last, left with this yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sun sets bleeding tonight. Shotgun forgot, but my heart knows. Every ending tucked out of sight, in the land where the lonely wind blows. Rain washes tracks, but not the pain. Paths we once walked turn to rust. In every sunset's crimson stain, I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper, carried by the embers. Down by the river, under the whispering oak, you wore a silk scarf the day the old words were spoke. Your laughter mingled with the rustling leaves. We carved our names, a promise neath the eaves. But the river, it rambles, much like my heart from that hallowed ground. We drifted apart. Oh, the river waits for no man's sorrow, rolls on like there's no tomorrow. Yet in its song I find my regrets, a love lost in its currents I can't forget. Now the porch swings empty, the dust settles slow, where once the sunset painted your glow. The cabin stands quiet on a road seldom crossed. The trail to your heart now overgrown, lost. Left my saddle by the door, worn and spare, like the soul within me, weathered and bare. Yes, the river waits for no man's sorrow, rolls on like there's no tomorrow. Yet in its song I find my regrets, a love lost in its currents I can't forget. I see you in the whisper winds, in the eagle's flight, on gravel roads at the fall of night. Is this the place where old ghosts dance, where I turn my back on one last chance? For the river waits, and I must too, in its lonely hymn. I'm still with you, where waters flow, my heart remains bound forever in its refrain. The river waits, and it knows my fate. In every sunset you whisper, wait. This cowboy sings in the wind, love's echo lost where the river bends. On the edge of a prairie, where the tall oak tree stands, I met you in the glow of June under star-stitched bands. Your scarf it danced to silent waltz on the breath of the plains. By the lantern's light on that porch, your love declared its claims. The lantern echoes in the wind, they're calling out your name. Whispers haunt these empty trails where once we laid our claim. Sunset's fire burns the sky, but cold's the heart's old flame. Lost in echoes, my soul rides, bound in love's own chain. The oak's now bent under time's relentless rain. That old wooden porch has succumbed to the rain. Your laughter once filled the valleys, now it's just the wind sweeping through the ghost town of our dreams. Thin lantern echoes in the wind, calling out your name. Whispers haunt these empty trails where once we laid our claim. Sunset's fire burns the sky, but cold's the heart's old flame. Lost in echoes, my soul rides, bound in love's own chain. In the dust of the gravel road, under boots worn and frayed, I wander with these memories through the sunlight and the shade. Each echo a reminder of what can't be unchanged. A cowboy's heart forever roams, but always stays in chain. Lantern echoes fading soft as the night claims the land. I'm a shadow riding solo with your memory in hand. Though the heart may wander and the soul must roam, in the echoes of our lantern light, I'll forever find my home. In the shadow of the oak where the river bends, your laughter echoed under sunlit ends. We carved our names on the gnarled old bark, promises made in the moment's start. The breeze held tales in the whispering leaves of love as boundless as the dusk conceives. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my heart lies. Underneath that twilight glow, lost love whispers soft and low. Every sunset paints your face in the empty air I trace. Now the oak tree stands but alone it weeps, for the river changed course as did our dreams. The cabin's empty, the porch swings idle. Scars left behind, now nature's bridle. Gravel roads where we used to tread flood with the rains of words unsaid. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my spirit dies. Beneath that endless starry throw, silent songs to you I owe. Every raindrop sings your name in the heart's ceaseless flame. On the trail where the wildflowers hide, I ride along without you by my side. With every hoofbeat echoes the pain of a love as wide as a golden plain. Time may heal us, so they say, but your echo in the wind won't fade away. Morning sky where echoes lie, in the dust where my memories fly. Underneath that endless dome, I wander heartless, lost from home. Each setting sun lets your shadow dance in the twilight's cruel, sweet expanse. Oh, morning sky, keep her echo nigh till the stars all fall and the rivers dry.
At the edge where the oak trees meet the sky, I found your scarf, blue as a stormy July. The river band whispered your sweet goodbye under a canvas painted with sunset side. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. The porch still creaks like it did before, my boots sound hollow on the wooden floor. Rain taps the windows, but doesn't bring more than the echo of kisses that time can't restore. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. In the dust of the trail where our dreams used to lie, I chase the sunset where old lovers sigh, lost in the whispers of a silvery sky. Love's a shadow that never quite says goodbye. So I'll listen for you in the river band's moan, among the echo of steps on gravel once known. The heart may wander, but always it's shown Wherever I roam, your memory's my home.
In the hush of dawn neath the old oak sway, I found her scarf blue as the new day. Memories flood like the creek after rain, of laughter shared on this dusty plain. She danced with the wind where the wildflowers lay, in a town too quiet where her shadow stays. Oh, shadow stays, though she's gone away, in the corners of the night, in the edges of the day. On the old porch swing, I can hear her say, love like ours, darling, it never fades. But the wind's a cruel player with the games it plays. She's a fading trail, but her shadow stays. The old cabin stands on the gravel road, windows blank stare, bear stories untold. Where we once were fire, now's but ash and dust. Her laughter's echo, a ghostly gust. Echoes of footsteps in the sunset's blaze. She rode into the horizon, but her shadow stays. Yes, her shadow stays as the daylight frays, in the whisper of the leaves, in the silence of the graves, on the empty bed where the cool breeze plays. Love finds its rest, darling, she'd phrase. But my heart's left wandering through a lonesome maze. She's the song that ends, but her shadow stays. Now I roam these lands astray without a home, chasing echoes and a ghost in the twilight's comb, where the rivers sing and the mountains gaze. I look for her in the dawn's soft rays. Still her shadow stays in the quiet ways, in the rustle of the oaks, where the old dog lays, as the night descends, as the cold air sways. Love's a lasting light, darling, my heart curves. Though I walk alone where the coyote brays, in the whispers of the wind her shadow stays.
Down by the bend where the wildflowers grew, an old oak tree bearing scars deep and true. There an empty cabin sits, wearing years of sun, echoes of laughter where two hearts once spun. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight. Dust swirls where you danced too cruel, too late. The saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Gravel roads whisper tales of boots long gone. In the twilight, shadows stretch and yawn. Once we chased dreams through these fading trails. Now just empty chairs, old mails, and rusted nails. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight. Dust swirls where you danced too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars my regrets and that old blue dress. Rain may fall, cleansing my weary soul, but in the silent heart your echo takes its toll. So I'll roam with the wind against my face, from the chapel to the bar, each forgotten place. Yet your memory binds like the cold earth clings to my boots, to my dreams, as a lone coyote sings. Abandoned ranch lingers, whispered through the pines, in the heart of a cowboy, where the past never truly dies.
Out the rail where the oak tree shadows lie, underneath that vast unending sky, we carved our names, young and free, on the bark, near the creek where fireflies danced past dark. Her laugh was a melody, soft and sweet, over gravel roads under our feet. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyons where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside. Seasons turn the old porch swing, I sways alone. Her scarf caught in the wind, now she's gone. Where wildflowers bloom, now dust settles slow. Empty cabin, echoes of the love we used to know. The saddle sits idle, the trail's overgrown. In the silence, my heart's turned to stone. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyons where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside. Underneath the endless prairie skies, I find no solace in the sunrise. Here in the quiet of the fading light, I reckon with my ghost tonight. Her laugh fades
a distant serenade along the paths and promises we made. The twilight stars, my shroud, my guide in the cold vast night. Her laugh fades, but in my dreams forever she stays.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on the breeze, I first saw her wild hair glow in the sunset's tease. By the old porch step, we shared our youthful dreams. Under starlit skies, by the murmurs of the streams, the dust danced around our boots. The world was ours to claim. Back when the fading light first whispered out my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Echoes of laughter lost in the wind's claim. This heart rides lonesome trails of blame underneath skies where the fading light called my name. Now the cabin stands in where once our laughter dwelled. Gravel roads less traveled by the tales they once spelled. Her scarf still hangs on the hook frayed by the year. Each thread a memory, each stain a fallen tear. The rains came and washed away, but the ache remains the same. Since the fading light softly spoke my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Whispers of what was, sparks of an old flame, wandering through shadows of love's old game. In the quiet whispers where the fading light called my name. Under the vast, aching skies, I reckon every sunset's just a sweet, solemn goodbye. And in the hush of the wind, I feel her touch in the cold, a fleeting warmth to hold as the night grows old. Yes, the fading light called my name. A symphony of silence where once was fame. Riding alone, nothing's the same except the haunting beauty where the fading light called my name. Where the fading light ever gently called my name.